up, champs? Season 2 is here. The next chapter in the Ebox F4 universe. A new era forged for the elites, the contenders, gamer profiles that will become legendary. Tonight, we launched the world-class Bantamweight League, a 4-belt battleground for the WBC, IBF, WBO, and SCI divisions. A league built not for the clout, but for the gamers that will be most remembered in the Undisputed community. Over 16 world-class gamers, 4 divisions, 4 regional champions, 4 world champions, all chasing one thing: legacy. This is not UFL, BCL, or SPB. This is not another Crew Control League gimmick. This is the Ebox F4. Where skills meet storyline, where pressure meets personality, where every fighter writes their own chapter in real time. Champs, this is the Ebox Fantastic 4 platform, the most respected crowd-funded fight community in the Undisputed ecosystem. I'm your host, Swifty, and tonight we're breaking down what separates this platform from all the others. Because this isn't your average one-and-done fight, our platform models run on an F4 format, meaning that we run on a best 2 out of 3 series. There are no mirror matches, meaning you'll never see 2 identical fighters in the ring. Each competitor must fight on both sides. It's a red and blue corner policy, proving they can adapt under pressure. Every bout runs 10 rounds set at 1.5 speed, and all fights take place indoor arenas to avoid lag. We built this structure across 4 divisions, each based on the overall fighting ratings, from the 90s to the 80s all the way down to the 70 overall tier level. Inside those divisions, we got 8 weight classes and a total of 32 champions, giving gamers an opportunity to dominate in their own preference of choice. This isn't just a game, champs. It's a system built for self-promotion, earning money, and monetizing their social media content. The Fantastic 4 platform gives players the chance to rise through the ranks with our Ebox Rec, which tracks players' progress and no record resets. And when you step into our ring, you're not just fighting for bragging rights. You're fighting for respect, for your name, and for the community that built this movement. And Season 2? Season 2 is the storm. Tier 1 gamers are the ones writing their names in the Ebox F4 history books. They do what 90% of the community can't do. Tier 1 is where you win championships in legendary fashion. Tier 2 gamers are the one big win away from becoming elite. When facing Tier 1 in a series, Tier 2 chooses red-blue corner and gets the first fighter pick. Tier 3 gamers choose red-blue corner and control approved matchups for the series. This puts Tier 2 and Tier 1 at a strategic disadvantage. Tier 2 gamer must defeat 2 Tier 1 gamers to earn that promotion. A Tier 3 gamer must defeat 3 Tier 2 gamers to move up. Once you guys move up, you no longer enjoy the perks of the lower tiers. Let's go over some of our fighters in this Season 2. First, BBK, Tier Level 1, the founder of BBK Promotions and a member of the Pride Fighter community. A name that draws crowds, money, attention, headlines. The question is, how good BBK really is. Is BBK just a top tier 1? Or is he the top tier level 1? Then hooked on TKO, UFL champion, former F4 top ranked gamer, MBG trained, a man who fought his way up the F4 mountain in the WBO welterweight division. Roski, West Coast Precision, the best Roy Jones user in the game, top 10 PlayStation gamer, former contender of the Esteban the Blender campaign season, beating top guys even from the MBG. Junebugs, UFL champion, ESBL champion, F4 WBC heavyweight champion, one of the greatest to ever touch Undisputed. His name exploded after the legendary Macherino showdown with Esteban, host of the Blender campaign. Junebugs is not just Tier 1. He's earned belts across Discord servers, and is one of the most notable gamers in the Undisputed community space. And Juice, one of the top dogs of the PlayStation ecosystem, has wins against the biggest names in Undisputed community, prefers to use all fighters and not just 90 overall or meta fighters. Never became a league champion, never competed in a match arena event, skills with no solid history. A survivor of the F4 purge. Now we descended to tier level 2, starting with the most controversial name the entire Undisputed universe, The Undertaker. Hated, feared, accused, known for the Undertaker punch, leaderboards chaos, and questionable disconnects. But beneath the controversy lies a truth. He has beaten elites. He is trolled by the elites. He is hated by the elites. Can Undertaker become an elite? Season 2 is his redemption arc. Next, you got SB Gaming, half of the Ebox F4 engine, the original OG, a veteran of PS3 and Xbox Fight Night champion, founder of the Thunderdome Syndicate, a man who carries history in his gloves and legacy in the shadows. He's beaten the best in Fight Night champion. Now he is stamping his legacy in the Undisputed franchise. Exposed Dylan for pretending to be among the FNC elites in the community. Packed up many Undisputed gamers that don't stand on business. Honorable personality. Clone Geek, the Legend Killer, a hunter, a tier 2 warrior ready to risk everything to break into tier number 1. Clone Geek wants to challenge and beat the best. He operates his own league events. Clone Geek is a competitor and wants to be number 1 and only number 1 in the Ebox F4. DT, commentator turned competitor, a voice of the platform who became collateral damage in the purge and responded by training with elites. West Orlando made KJ, a fighter selected by Sean Porter management team to compete in a high-profile event. A fighter who traveled to Las Vegas to compete with a tier 1 talent and stood shoulder to shoulder with Sean Porter. KJ is a tier 2 with tier 1 ambition, one of the most hated in the Undisputed space for his big Las Vegas event. KJ has competed in match arena event and is listed in the leaderboards. He has never competed in a world-class league. Ricky Bama Bolden, the Alabama Tattoo Man, a veteran who adapts to any weight class, any division, any moment, ready to move up a tier level. Has wins against tier level 2 fighters, never ducks a fight. His Deontay Wilder is a difficult player to beat. Digital Beatdown, UFC veteran, disabled from competition for now but expected to return with vengeance. Never accepts disrespect. Infamous for putting crew on timeout to set an example to those who can't control their tongues. BA Algorithm, a long-distance chess machine, a boxing code, a puzzle opponents struggle to solve. The best Emmanuel Augustus in the Undisputed community. Never ducks anyone. Took on crew control server in the heart of the beef with F4, sending Buck Wild into the humble Thunderdome session. No longer wants to accept being a tier level 3, is expected to move up to tier level 2 during season 2. Then we got Tupelo Slim, known as Mr. Orleans, a wild card, unpredictable, born from the Blender campaign, a risk taker who forces opponents to guess every second, never ducks, has a skill for flash knocking down his opponents. Al Wachino, FNC Elite, half of the Thunderdome Syndicate, a man of moral gaming codes, no cheats, no glitches, no shortcuts, just skill, boxing mind, respected gamer from the Fight Night Champion franchise series, looking to move up to tier level 2 during this season 2 showcase. Main star, one of the main stars in the Ebox F4 movie. Broadway Promotions, a showman, a streamer, a personality, famous for whole lot of boxing going on. Broadway doesn't just fight, he performs. An artist that can bring in crowds to the event, no longer accepts himself as a tier level 3 gamer. A veteran of the Blenders campaign and knocked out Turbo last 10 seconds of the fight. Born Demon, from Puerto Rico, respected since the FNC OWC era, a top dog with a chip on his shoulder and a legacy to reclaim, a veteran of the Blenders campaign. Has not earned the Macherino Prize, has experience with leagues like the Blender campaign, will make a full run in the Ebox F4 League, and he is the Chico Man, aka Razor Ramon, aka the bad guy. Then we got Mac Measy in the house, former Fantastic Four champion, Doghouse League dominator, a showman with elite trash talk and zero fear, a veteran of the Fight Night Champion franchise with multiple achievements in both Doghouse and Ebox F4 leagues. One of the big personalities in the gaming culture, draws big crowds and has a lot of haters. Determined to be a top elite in the Undisputed space, and he has already entered the Undisputed boxing game to compete and make a name for himself. Champs, these are the fighters among many that will be joining season 2. The question is, who will be the top 4 regional champions of season 2, episode 2? The Macherino League. Money, pressure, opportunity. Season 2 introduces the Macherino League, a battleground where every punch has a price. Every victory has a value. $30 entry fee. 4 prizes for the WBC, IBF, WBO, and SCI regional champions. $150 per regional champion prize. Fighters must secure 5 series wins against 5 different opponents, and all of it feeds into the Macherino leaderboards. This is where skill meets stakes, where pressure becomes profit. Live stream policy. Every fight must be streamed. No exceptions. No excuses. Series blowouts 2-0 must be submitted immediately in the Ebox F4 dashboard. Decider fights 1-1 must be settled live on the official Ebox F4 live stream show. This is transparency. This is accountability. This is standing on business. Season 2 is more than a league. It's a proving ground, a redemption arc, a legacy building, a battlefield where tier 3 warriors can rise, tier 2 fighters can evolve, and tier 1 titans can fall or stamp their legacies. Every fighter has a story. The question is, what's your story?
It was coming out and coming in.
We are live on the Ebox F4 show. We got another show, and yes, we got a lot of updates, but we also have a special activity that we're going to be doing before we actually get into the actual fight. And it's basically going to be about gaming competition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, I got 2 veterans actually, not only from Fight Night Champion, but from Undisputed. So they're able to answer a lot of the questions that I think would be of really good content. So I'm going to start off with, we got but Undertaker's back. We really also have a fight, but I just want to have a quick conversation. We do have a special event where Born Demon is going to attempt to secure the SCI Bantamweight Championship, the regional championship. But before we start, we just want to have a quick discussion about Undisputed competition. So I'm gonna first start off with I'm gonna start asking SB. Are you there, SB?
Yep.
All right. So SB, I want to ask you a question. When it comes to, first of all, what's your opinion about online leaderboard competition? Just people playing for the leaderboards versus online league competitions like F4, UFL, and leagues like that. What's your opinion on that? Like what's your thoughts on that? Do you think it's the same or what?
Yeah, I don't think it's the same at all. The leaderboards,
Why not?
I mean, the leaderboards, especially in this game, a lot of guys racked up wins when the game was kind of in its infancy, right? A
Okay.
lot of glitches and stuff like that going on. Now, I'm not
Right.
saying you're not good to be on top of the leaderboard,
Right.
right? But there was a lot that came with it, that's questionable.
Okay.
It's, I think the leagues are better because they're structured. Um, you you can actually get the opportunity to meet people and work with guys, And while you're in league fights, in our case, our series, stuff like that, it becomes a learning tool for gamers, right? You don't have
Right.
to worry about being online, um,
Yeah, that's right.
playing against cheesy people. You can play with the same guys. You guys can develop your skills. You can learn um, every aspect of the game, all the game mechanics in an enclosed environment, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So
Um,
right.
do you think that just following up on that question, right? Do you think that if a person who plays, I guess, just like, let's just say, like in the Fight Night Champion days, people just really just hit the A button and they'll fight, like, I guess in the head-to-head rankings. Remember, they just don't duck. They just try to get as
yeah.
many fights as possible. They just don't care, and they lose and they'll continue to play. I mean, you've
Right.
seen in Undisputed, there's a lot of that what people call quit glitching. They just quit, or they find ways to disconnect the game where the player doesn't get the reward, right? Um, do you think that online gamers who are playing for leaderboards, right? I mean, we do have a few good ones there, like Junebug. We got Arda Jab. He's also a good. I mean, do you think these
Yeah,
guys?
Undertaker, he's up there. The platinum
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Do you think these guys, if they were not in an online league structure, but they were like high ranked people, do you think the majority of them will be able to compete in an environment like this?
Oh, absolutely. Arda Jab, he's gonna
No,
be able
not
to
Arda
compete and
Jab.
compete.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Other
No, no,
guys.
no. You actually is a good example. No, no, you right. You right. You actually on point. My bad. That was my mistake. Go ahead.
Yeah, but other people that are on the leaderboard, absolutely. Um, Now when they come in here, are they gonna play? You know, is it gonna be as aesthetically appealing to the eye, right? Or are they gonna come in here like with that rank play style, where all they're
Right,
doing is holding block, wiggling, and exploiting the game?
We're trying to
right,
win, you know.
Right.
right,
The thing I always say in my streams, like early on in my streams, what I would say is, people will do anything to win. So when you're on ranked, you have that mentality because you're trying to rank up, you're trying to get wins, and the only way you can rank up is by getting wins. So a lot of guys, they come with that mentality that they have to do anything to win. Cheese,
right,
exploit the
Yeah.
game, whatever, quick glitch, whatever it is, they'll do anything to win, and that's the mentality they have,
right,
right?
Yeah,
Versus
sometimes the
versus a
problem.
league, right? You have camaraderie between the members in the league. Like, I don't care if I lose a fight in here.
right,
You know, I'm trying to really hone my skills. Um, so if I do go in ranked, if I do want to go that route, it's just gonna be a lot easier for me in rank. Number one, because ranked is only 8 rounds. We're going
right,
10 rounds in league, right? So I'm not gonna be fatigued or lose all my stamina as fast as just your average ranked fighter.
right, right. And
Yeah,
let me ask
we
Born
must
Demon
part.
a question. Born Demon. So you are a very good player. You're not known as someone who's a spammer. You're not known as someone who's like a sim. You are like, I guess, what people call comp. And you play competition, right? That's pretty much what you do. Uh, what what's your opinion
on how the way people should play, and an honest one, just a straight up honest, like, you play the game, right? You're not new to this game, so you know the kind of people you deal with and you played with, and you're from Fight Night Champion, so you're like kind of like you're not new to any of this stuff. So, what's your opinion about there's a lot of politics about people playing sim comp and all of that. Do you actually have an opinion about that, or yeah, what's your position on that?
Yeah, I think the problem with the game and with the people is that always your opponent maybe has something that bother you and you don't have something against that, and then we pretend like that's a cheat. You understand?
Ah,
Not
very interesting.
everything is a cheat. You understand? But
Right.
the people who play in ranks over there in the top, they're gonna play cheese because everybody playing cheese. You understand? I could tell because in my league it was rank, and I was playing like when I stop playing in rank and I go to quick match and I stop my mind like fuck the leaderboard, fuck everything. Let me play normally. I learn a lot of things. You understand?
Right.
Like in rank, you're gonna be cheesy if you don't want to. You understand? Because you're gonna face people like that. You understand? And you're gonna learn about them too. You understand? Oh,
Right.
why he's winning a lot of fights? Oh, because he do this. Okay, let's begin to do this. And when you figure it out, man, you're a cheesy guy too. You understand? But you didn't want to.
Right.
You understand?
Got you.
But in the league right here, we can show more skills. We can show more what we got. No, no, in the mind. No, I want to be the best. No, I want to be on the leaderboard. I think the rank is a headache. You understand? When I start
Right.
playing rank, bro, I feel much better. You understand? And rank is a headache for
Right.
real. You can you can you can win three straight, and with one loss, you drop all that points and you're back again. You understand? That's a headache, bro. You understand?
Right. Right. Facts. Yeah. And so let me ask. We're about to start this show soon, but I got one more question for SB, and then we're gonna move on. So SB, earlier today you did lose a series against Juice. 2-1 back to back one punch KOs. Um, it was pretty intense, but it was professional, right? What do when you playing in a real competitive state where people are like talking on the mic, because that was going on basically the whole series. Y'all were going back and forth and stuff like
Right.
that. Do you believe that the you get caught up, or that people get caught up with gamers trying to get you to fight their style, and do you actually get caught up and stuff like that?
Oh, absolutely. If things aren't going well for somebody and they use them type of tactics, right?
Right.
It's a type of manipulation tool. They're trying to get you to forget about your game plan and play the style that they want you to play, or how they think you should play versus them, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So they'll say anything. They'll call you point fighters, whatever, a runner, right? But at the end of the day, this is boxing. Of course, I'm gonna try to win on points, right?
Right.
Of course.
But
Yeah.
I'm not. To me, a point fighter is somebody who just runs constantly backwards and they don't even try to engage, and they're
Yeah.
literally
Right.
That's
gonna
right.
win on points, right?
Right.
That's right.
Um,
Jabbing and running
Now I
and
think
looking for you to chase him. That's a run.
exactly that's a runner. That's a point fighter to me. A runner,
Mhm.
someone who's gonna jab and exploit the game to the fullest from the outside. That's winning on points in my book.
Right.
Now, if you want to, like in league and, we can talk smack to each other, sometimes I do wish that we had that option in ranked or whatever. But, if you want to go that route, hey, I can, I'm all for talking a little bit of smack.
Yeah. So speaking on that, that
Actually,
was yeah.
actually, I'm gonna get you out your game
Right.
because I'm a big trash talker.
Right. And we did
Right.
see that earlier. Yep, we definitely seen that earlier, and we seen you actually trash talking and doing some pretty impressive. Actually, that was today earlier. You did do that, and so let's talk about that. Did that is that fight kind of related to what we're talking about right now, and how so?
So
I'm talking about
I
yeah.
think. Go ahead.
No, I was
What
like
we
earlier
talking
today.
about, right?
Yeah, because you had a fight earlier with Juice, and it was really. I think you were actually winning all the rounds, or at least
Oh, I was
majority of the
winning the
rounds. You
whole
was winning the
fight.
rounds,
Yeah,
right?
everything.
And then I guess he did one punch KO you back to back. Did you feel they were just straight up random those one punch KOs, or that was something that was part of a strategy that happened with Juice?
In his case, nah, I don't think it was a
It was a
strategy.
random.
It was very random.
It was with a jab.
Yeah, it
That's
was with
not
his
a
jab.
strategy.
Right, and he was
Right.
so frustrated.
Yeah.
Right, I literally was just walking him down, dog walking him,
Right.
just to prove a point. Like, bro, like you're saying all this, you want me to come inside? I could just walk you down if I really want to. And I actually got caught up in that emotion that I want to fucking knock this guy out, right?
Right.
And he actually did take me out of my game plan. I could have just fucking
That's right.
right. I
So
could
did
have
he
just
take you out of
sit
his
back.
game plan? Was it because of the talking, or was it because you kept just I guess because you were talking back to him, obviously, right? So was it
Yeah.
about you just talking and not paying attention, or was it like some of the stuff that he was saying that was kind of like resonating while you were playing? It was registering while you was actually fighting. This is really interesting to know, by
Um.
the way.
Yeah. No, it wasn't really anything that he was saying, but it was more the competitor in me. I just wanted to knock the dude out. That's what it boiled
Right.
down to. I'm like, okay, you keep talking, saying this and that. I just wanted
If
to. I
we
literally,
realize
I wanted to put the cherry on top of not only whooping them in the fight, but walking them down in like that final round and putting them on the canvas. That's what I wanted.
Mm.
I
Okay.
shouldn't have played into that. I should have just, if it came, it came, right, and took it that way. But me trying to force the issue and put him on the canvas, that was my mistake.
Right.
I
Right.
should have played it a little bit smarter. And this isn't fight night where like like you could hit someone with the straight and stun them, right?
Right.
You kind of have to work for it. And he
yeah.
probably, on his end, he probably played it smart and seen what I was doing and
Right.
caught me when my stamina was down. That's why I got flashed and knocked out.
All right. So this is some 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 Ebox talk. And just mid show, this would be some of the stuff for season 2 as we you know, proceed with the season. And thank you guys for having this conversation. And now let's get to war. Undertaker, are you there? Undertaker, are you there?
Undertaker, I
Uh,
cannot hear you.
Yo, yo, yo. My bad. I
uh,
had to work my day. I'm back now.
all right, listen. Born Demon is attempting to secure the SCI Bantamweight champion, and we need the dead man to get in there and stop the bad guy,
Uh, I
the
got
Chico
you.
man. Could you stop the Chico man, aka the bad guy? We need someone to
I was
stop this
already
man. You got what it takes? All right, let's go. Let's go. All right. So we about to load up. Hold on. Born Demon, are you able to live stream?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give me a help right here. You can see my screen in the Discord.
Do you want me to look at it now? Cause I'm live.
Yeah, because I did a mistake right here.
Okay, no problem. I'll check it out. Oh, okay. You trying to get out?
Yeah, let me get.
Okay. There should be like a red on the bottom, or go all the way to the bottom. There's like a red, but and disconnect from it.
Let
Oh,
me see if
wait. What is it that you want to do?
this flat screen. I don't know why.
Oh, you know why? Because right now you have a window that's private that you're streaming it on, and is making it private. Now, if that's the right one, you're gonna have to make the screen a little bit small, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I backed out real quick, and you could fix that, and then let me know when to join back
Yeah, I'm
in.
fixing it right.
All right, so we got Born Demon. Oh, another thing I want to say. BA Algorithm just entered the building. Now the question is, has he recovered from them wars with SB? Because they won one, and that was a wild one. Just a quick recap about that fight. BA Algorithm and kinda just outsmarted SB in the first fight. That was a epic trick.
Oh yeah.
And then in the second fight, it was a pretty dominating dominating performance. I'm hearing something in the background, so I'm getting confusion with my words right now. So just bear with me. Why is this sound like this? Hold on. Is this your mic? Let me see. Getting that double.
On this end, your mic sounds good.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
Make sure your mic is not muted and YouTube.
No, I'm not muted. I'm live. I'm live at. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for I'm just waiting to go live on the fight. But anyways, what I was saying was that BA Algorithm went to war with SB. He went and outsmarted SB in a crazy war, knocked him down 3 times to take the win. And then SB returned it with a very, very careful and dominating performance, and they need to finish round 3. BA needed some rest, man. That was a lot for BA. You know what I mean? That was a lot for him. So my man needed some time. Like, I need to put this shit down. He entered. We don't know if he's ready, but right now we're gonna go do Undertaker pause. We're gonna go showcase Born Demon versus Undertaker. We're just getting a confirmation from Born Demon to click on his live stream, and we will begin the show. So when Born Demon, when you're ready, you let me know, and I'll just do some quick commentating real quick until that happens. So right now we have the WBC Bantamweight Regional Champion that's vacant, and the same thing for the SCI. Okay, the WBC, the difference between the unique of the WBC is these are about 5, maybe 5 or 6, probably 5 actual high rated fighters that they have to use, and they need to beat 5 different gamers with all those fighters at some point, right? And that's how they're going to be able to be the WBC champion. And for the SCI, that's a division that we put where real matchups happened in the bantamweight. So there's a few of those matchups that we have too, and that's a division in itself. And that division, Born Demon, is going to attempt to take that belt right now. He's really going to move towards that right now. So we're going to see if he really got what it takes to actually to get that belt. You got some people you got to go through right now. You know what I mean? So right now, Born Demon, are you ready?
Yes, sir. You can see my screen.
No, I was waiting to click in it because I didn't want to see anything that you didn't want on the live stream. So now that you're giving me I'm gonna.
Ready.
All right, so I'm clicking on this stream. All right, it looks good. So now,
I can see the code.
oh, that's the reason why I'm clicking on your screen and I'm hearing an echo. So maybe when you start the game, maybe it would. Yeah, something going. All right, so So are you
Oh,
able
it's
to?
my screen?
Yeah, but are you able to? All right, so you guys are gonna get ready, Undertaker. Guys, you got the game on? Nope, you don't got the on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting on his code, man.
Oh, you
The
waiting on
code?
Born Demon?
Yeah, for his code.
Okay. Is the S?
Oh, shit. You were going. Okay, my bad. I mean, you good on the game.
Bro, how you waiting for my code when you don't have the game on? How is that?
SB,
Undertaker?
SB, yo, can you help me out with this situation with Born Demon, because it looks like he's not showing the screen. I know that you stream a lot on the Discord. Is there something that you think he's doing something wrong?
Yeah, we
He,
can't
he
see.
needs to
We can't see the thing. Yeah.
just stop sharing and then reshare it.
Okay, see, Born Demon, see if you can stop sharing it and then reshare it. Okay.
See,
Hey, Born Demon.
share your screen.
Put it in the chat. You see it?
You can see my screen now?
Yeah, I
can't
just
see
can't
the-
see. I can't see the video
See the
game.
Discord.
Yeah. I see the Discord. I
Oh,
can't see the
because it-
game.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we'll
need to
watch it.
change your screen. Like you
We're looking
go
at the
to,
Discord. Your PC.
yeah,
We're looking at
you
the
go to
PC
your
right
share
now.
screen.
Check it out.
Yeah, make sure you're clicked on the game because you're sharing.
Oh,
the
so
Discord.
so Born Demon, so you're not used to actually doing this, right? Born Demon on Discord? Is this something
No.
that?
No, this is something new for me.
Oh,
I'm in the
okay.
stage of the class, you understand?
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? This will be a great time. All right. So he just really needs to know how to do it, and it's pretty simple. SB, are you able to show him without me clicking on it? Because there's a lot of echo.
Yeah. Here it
Okay, so I'm gonna stay off the screen. SB's gonna sort that out with you. I'm just gonna go real quick on commercial while we sort this out and get this event going. We will be right back.
or
Last night the battles began, but the wars were far from over.
I'm gonna beat your ass, boy. You crying like you always cry.
I'm not crying, bro.
Getting crazy in season 2.
Like you
Yo.
man. It's like you
took a knee.
You so
He took a
hard.
knee,
You
like,
so
study
yeah, like
on
you
me.
so scared to lose,
Get your
man.
ass on, son. Not scared of losing.
And here comes Juice, coming out of here, tier level 1, looking to make his claim over here in the Ebox F4 by taking out BBK. BBK has another name on his mind, hooked on TKO. BBK was supposed to finish his war with Juice, but he has his sights on hooked on TKO. In March, these two met in a match arena fight. BBK was humiliated that night and he wants redemption. BBK walked away with a loss, and he will never forget it. He's been going back and forth with Hooked on TKO. Hooked on TKO keeps trolling him by posting
the clip of him knocking him out in his own logo. Gets the drop on Broadway Promotion in his debut in the Ebox F4 League, stunning the entire community and even his competitors. Broadway Promotion was taken off by this, but Broadway Promotion always makes his comeback. But definitely a big day for Born Demon as he steps into the Ebox arena. And check out the next one. DT makes an amazing and impressive performance by knocking out Mr. New Orleans man with a knockout. Flash KO. They were going back and forth each other. Big shout out to DT. And Mr. Orleans, he's unpredictable, so he'll always be coming back with a rematch. But definitely DT stole the show in that moment. And he finishes him off with a body shot. Done. Finished. And and Big Boss making his debut representing Mexico by taking out Ricky Bama with a left hook to the body. Big performance, big impression, and we'll be looking to see how he performs down the road. And BA Algorithm and Undertaker had their showdown, but it was getting very competitive. Actually, Undertaker was doing pretty good, but as you know, he had another disconnection, and because of that disconnection, he has now been granted that loss. Gotta fix your online issue. Welcome to Ebox F4 Season 2 Road to Glory. This is episode 2, and after what happened last night, there is absolutely no shortage of unfinished business. We have 5 fights tonight. We have fighters looking for redemption, and we have series that are still wide open. We have some controversy, but guess what? Apparently, we have a fighter who has decided he wants to settle an old score. BBK has called out Hooked on TKO. So the question is, will Hook answer this call, or will he use an excuse not to show up on the Saturday night big event? Let's get into tonight's fight card. The Undertaker versus BA Algorithm. Now, BA Algorithm has the advantage after that controversial disconnect ruling. Undertaker knows everyone is watching him tonight. We have Broadway Promotion versus Born Demon, aka the Chico Man, and known also as the bad guy. Broadway Promotion lost his first battle, but tonight he has an opportunity to rewrite the story. Does Broadway have enough to bring this series back? And in the third match, we got Tupelo Slim, Mr. New Orleans versus DT. Last time, DT shocked everyone with a knockout. Tonight, Tupelo Slim, aka Mr. New Orleans, gets his chance to answer. And match 4, Alabama versus Mexico. Ricky is looking for redemption. Big Boss is looking to prove the first victory was no fluke. And we got the main event of the evening. BBK versus Hooked on TKO. BBK was humiliated, getting dropped on his own logo in the mat, and Hooked on TKO wastes no opportunity.
Oh man, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, he's trying to share the screen, but for whatever reason, yeah, there's some kind of error. What about Undertaker? Can Undertaker can you share it?
Got a YouTube channel thing. Wait. Yeah, wait, let me see.
I can,
Yeah, I forgot about that. No, I would like to share it to you so you can write. You can put it on the live. Wait, let's see. Yeah, yeah, it should be for privacy. Private. I had to change the private, right? Yeah, I was beginning. No, I was uploading a video.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized that I was on mute. So, while we wait for Undertaker, are you able to get that Twitch or what?
Yeah. I can definitely go on Twitch live on Twitch, huh?
Is it on?
Mm. No, no, not yet. I'm gonna post it right here. Put my name,
Okay.
put the Twitch
All
name.
right, so just giving you guys a quick update. We are definitely so BBK is the W. BBK is the IBF regional bantamweight champion. He went and scored his 5 series. Very impressive run. Junebugs, Junebugs also another person that became the WBO champion, and that also was a very impressive run that he did. We have
I put the
two.
code, Born Demon.
Excuse me.
No, I'm telling Born Demon. I put the code in the chat.
Oh, you got the Twitch
Oh,
already?
okay.
Let me go live now. I'm about to go live
Also,
All
now.
he can
right.
do the. He can
Yeah, I
do
can go
the.
live on Twitch.
Okay.
Oh, but I thought Born
Sorry.
Demon was going live on YouTube though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry
Right,
about
Born
that.
Demon, are you going live on YouTube or no?
Yeah. Let me see.
Okay. Okay, all right, that's fine. We'll take that.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, don't worry about it. We good. YouTube will be. Yeah, that's fine.
You were saying about BBK?
Right. So, just a quick update. So, BBK became the IBF champion, and did an impressive run. I think he crashed out. Some stuff had happened, and he kind of left, but became the champion. And also Junebugs, he also became the WBO champion. So we already got 2 champions on deck. Right now, everybody is looking for. I mean, right now, every fighter is trying to get that SCI and WBC belt. Right now, during this process, we had a whole lot. We had a whole lot of drama. We've been on Facebook again. We all over. They're back at it. You know, we're right back at it. Sorry, I got a mic there. I think I sound better. So,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
back. Yep, they're back at it, and Ebox is back on Facebook. So basically, what happened was King Rank, I guess, must have seen. It took him a while, I guess, to respond to the movie. I guess he was in part of the movie. He didn't like it, so he came out with a 10-second um, AI video, and it was pretty cool. I think that was cute. and he wanted to drop a $500 challenge. I got a $500 challenge each, right? So he's basically saying, yo, you. He's basically saying, yo, I want your $500, right, to be spent, right? That's a little background thing going
Ya
on.
ves,
So
no todo por mí.
basically,
Y también.
let me just Born, can you mute your mic real quick?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, because I don't want no one to hear what you guys, the background. So basically, he wanted to do a challenge, right? And he came with, I guess, a whole group of people during our live. They crashed our live, champs. Can you believe that? Like, I literally was in the middle of a live, and Esteban came in, MBG members came in. Yo, this shit got crazy. It got really crazy. So they all came over here, and apparently what happened was, I guess it was a crash out. Sistema crew, these guys had been plotting the whole time. Obviously, we knew about it just a couple hours before, but they had to move forward with it. So they all came to the Discord, and I guess the objective was to, I guess, get their message out in the F4 Discord, right? I guess maybe in a way we'll discourage players. We've went through this before. So they all came in. They basically got owned, exposed, got caught lying. It was really, really bad, embarrassing actually, to the point where it got so embarrassing to the point that Esteban's been releasing the clips, and because he's been releasing the clips, he's really upset at, I guess they're really upset at how the clips are going. So Esteban decided to give them their own Twitch live stream in which these people can freely talk, as if I wasn't allowing them to talk. But they basically was using the times I had to mute them just to, we had some order. But whatever the case may be, this is, I guess, the whole mantra. I don't know what the objective is, but they're really big on a $500 versus $500. This is my message. It's not really that much of a, that's not the issue. I think the issue is that, King Rank, right? And let's just talk about it. And King Rank tried to pay his way to something that you really have to build in real life. And here's the lesson about King Rank. And I know he's going to be upset, but if he was a real person, he'll listen to this right now. And this is a life lesson for all people who choose not to understand their mistakes. E4, Ebox F4, me and SB, together, we built this league to the next level, and we worked very hard. We worked with the community, and we have done amazing things. And that's obviously proof by why you're always seeing us, obviously, on Facebook, and we'll constantly get talked about, and people are really angry, right? So we really built a platform. We built, we're structured. We really are not just a regular league because we worked hard on that, right? And King Rank went a different route, right? King Rank had a couple dollars, and instead of building his own thing, what happened was he chose to try to pay out our admin, I guess, to do work. And I guess the excuse is, well, I'm giving them money to go do this. Why is it a problem? Whatever. So instead of building his own thing, he's just looking for people, that he can probably find to help build this stuff, right? So this is what he's done. And he achieved what he wanted, right? And that all happened. And he's had his little money events, right? But what he didn't understand is that in life, you can't buy things. You got to build. I mean, you can buy things, but you can't buy authentic things that are usually built, like, the community, organization. These are things that you got to work hard on. And he didn't understand that. And he spent a whole lot of money on the server. I'm talking about, it's unbelievable, the things that he did. Trust me when I tell you. It's clown shit. It's straight up clown shit, actually. And what happened was, his server went dead. Done. And he had no more events. And he went quiet. And then out of nowhere, season 2 comes after we released our movie. Now he wants to do some event with MBG. So you mean to tell me that you got no server, you run no events, you're not doing no leagues, and you're gonna throw your way? By the way, only 500. I mean, that's kind of disrespectful, but you're gonna go and say that and create some kind of challenge where I would even, first of all, if I spend $500, it got to be for the community. I'm not doing it for ego. I mean, come on, bro. Like, you got to be bugging, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have fuck you money than try to fucking waste time, doing what you want. So when, it's not that I'm against it. I do like the idea of an MBG event. People don't know we actually worked on building an MBG event, and there's a lot of receipts on that. But I just think that you gotta, like, you can't just come out of nowhere demanding things and thinking that shit's gonna go down like that, because that's not how it goes. In life and anything you do, you gotta show a little respect. You gotta build the brand. You gotta do the work. You gotta build the community. This guy was just posting bullshit ass fucking AI cards. And that's it. You got a big crowd for nothing because you couldn't control them. That shit was whack. The shit that you did, it was disorganized, and it never. So, call it for what it is. Except that your shit is fucked up. So if you really want to do an event, you come at me with a little bit more respect, because I built. You know what I mean? And SB built. Y'all be hating on SB, man. Fuck out of here. SB did way more for the Undisputed community than I guarantee you 90%. Y'all talk, we do. In fact, I'll share this before we get into the fight. One of my greatest investments with SB was me and him sat down, and we had a conversation, me and SB, and I remember we wanted to do our first own Matcherino event, and I hope this inspires anyone who's already doing it. And me and him were just the only ones doing it, and we put in our own money, and we started our own Matcherino event, and we started paying fighters, and that grew, and it built, and we set the trend. And we've also done many other things we've invested in. And then, like just with SB, what I mean? People, SB supported. Yeah, SB supported a lot of gamers in here. So, the point that I'm trying to say is that when you really build a platform and you really do the work and your intentions are clear and clean and you invest on your own, you cannot get destroyed by a handful of trolls. And you see that's why they can't mess with us. We build shit, okay? And if you guys, in the community, this is for the Undisputed community, if you guys were thinking like men, you probably will learn more in this community. You could have probably learned how to start a business right now. You probably would have been able to learn some kind of technology skills. There's a whole lot of things there's so many benefits of being in the Ebox F4, and plus, this is an innovative platform, and I'm gonna tell you proof that this is an innovative platform. I never seen a bunch of grown men form a support group because this platform makes them feel insecure about themselves. That is the most interesting psychological group behavior that I found in this whole experience. That was a very interesting experience to see a group of men who feel really insecure, like they formed a support group literally because they feel insecure.
What do they say, Swift? Like the weakest people running in packs.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Thank you for pointing that out. In this mess, I don't want to say no names, but a lot of people, whether you dislike us or not, there's one thing that y'all least can say about us. We stand on. We're not followers. We don't ride with the groups, and that's the reason why y'all don't like us. We do our own thing. That's leadership. That's standing on business. That's because we have a vision. We understand what we're doing, so we can't go around and follow crowds like clowns. That's what you got.
Yeah, bunch of 17 years old, bunch of 20 years old. They just gather down,
What you get? Excuse me.
shit with each
Excuse me.
other.
What I mean is that you can't. When you try to join groups and you become a follower, what's gonna happen is you might think that that's benefit right now, but I guarantee you that when you look back a couple months later, you can be like, damn, man, you really was a bitch ass, right? When you understand what it is to be a real man, and some of you guys don't got fathers, right? And I think that's probably what some of y'all are going through. Some of y'all don't really have fathers, and it doesn't mean that you don't have to have a father, but I think that because some of y'all got daddy issues, you're seeing it in the behavior of online, right? There's this need to feel validated as a gamer, and to see groups of people come together to do this, I guess, type of malicious stuff, and go with the crowd. It shows a lot about the people who are around. So it really helps us, because what you guys do is that, people from the outside, I'll be honest with you, y'all look like followers. Y'all look like suckers. Just look at you guys. Look at the post. Look at the videos you guys are doing. Look at the content. I mean, you guys are grown men. And I know you may not see it right now. It might be funny. You think it might be funny. Y'all gonna look back and say, damn, man, we really fucking did all of this. And it's embarrassing, because real men are leaders. Real men will never follow another man. Never. That's not a man. So this is why we are always able to feel comfortable standing on our own. I think that a lot of you, not a lot of you, excuse me. I think that there's a lot of people who are in the internet, and I'm going to tell you what I think. I think y'all really soft, personally. Y'all soft in life. And because, no man does internet games like the way you guys are doing. Sometimes we play and we might troll for gaming competition, but some of you guys are really acting like gangsters on Facebook. Like, you guys are literally pretending to be tough on the internet. And I want you guys to know that all this stuff, people do see it. Like, you guys, I think that when you hang around and you follow people, right, you feel comfortable doing things that the groups of people are doing. But let me remind a lot of you guys, there's a lot of real men watching what's going on. They're watching. Real men. People stand on business, and I can tell you the majority, I say about 99.9%, can honestly say that they would never do half of the shit you guys do to embarrass yourselves. I have, again, if you're a leader, people are going to hate on you. People are going to go against you. They're scared that whatever you're building, they're going to get left behind. And they know that they've been around and they haven't built anything. And they have nothing, right? And this is what happens when this is what happens when you really are building something in life. This is the gaming platform, right? But whenever you're building something in life, and let's say you're gonna build a business, or you got some kind of career, or you're a music artist, or whatever you choose. When you're really good at what you do, I think all the men here can speak for themselves. When you're really good at what you do, you will have haters. People will hate on you. It's just a fact. You can't go around it. You could be very nice. You could be respectful. You could be everything that people want you to be. But if you're going to be successful in anything you want to do, whatever your plans are, right? And they're working, and they're going to work, I'm letting you know that's what's going to happen. If you don't come through resistance, and you don't experience even large crowds going against you, and if you're not experiencing that, right? If you're not experiencing people just trying so hard to, I guess, stop you, then you have nothing important. Because I tell you this right now, the truth is, if anyone thought we were not important, like F4, right? Like, if people really believe that, we are just a waste of time, they wouldn't waste their time on us. We don't waste our time in True Bum Gaming, right? That's a platform that's done. We know no one wastes his time on dead platforms, or people who got really no sauce or anything going on. So that right there is proof that, at least you can learn from the Ebox F4 situation, is that when you guys start to succeed in life, and you guys do what you guys need to do, whatever it is your endeavors are, if you don't have this kind of hate, where people will go and lie on you on the internet, and you know, um, just keep on, then you're not building nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. And that is, every man will tell you that. If you don't have haters, you're not standing on nothing. There's nothing to build. You know? So, I mean, look at Sistema. Sistema just came into the party right now. You know?
Stemma's in the chat.
And again, I say this. Look at
System a
this.
hoe.
So, I just like, this is proof. So he's in the server, and obviously he's still emotional about whatever it is he's emotional about. By the way, I didn't see the Esteban link. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna watch it, honestly. Like, I ignore most of y'all.
Speaking
Uh,
of,
but the point
somebody
that I'm
made
trying.
a post that you might want to.
Yo,
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
excuse me, man. If I go live on YouTube, I share it to you to the F4.
The F4. Let me see. What, the
Yeah.
YouTube link? Yeah. Let me see if I could try to see it.
Let me send it to you. Let me share it. Wait. Okay.
All right,
I'll
just
go
share it for me
live.
real quick. Let me go. Let me just go set this up right now. Hold on one second.
And let me go to my YouTube.
Talk to me.
SB, what's up with it?
Who's that? That sound like Steve-O.
What's going on, SB?
Sound like Steve-O.
Yeah.
What's up, Steve-O? You want
Y'all
to be
muted
whooped
this.
on tonight?
Y'all muted this nigga fast.
He's just muted.
Yeah, I
You
think
wanna
he's
One
get
thing
just
I
whooped
muted.
tonight?
I
one
think
thing
he's
I
just
say, y'all.
muted.
Oh, is he just muted? His shit
I
red.
think.
Crew.
No, he's
Crew, you
been.
want to get whooped on tonight?
Oh, you trying to SB? You don't want to. You trying to get down?
You trying to get whooped on tonight? Do I got to keep repeating that?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get right to it.
Switch,
You.
you in there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Hello.
Oh,
You.
Crew just popped in here.
Okay. What is? All right. So there was something you said earlier. My bad. I was just trying to set everything up. Yeah. Was it? You said there was like a post or something?
Yeah, interesting post from an interesting guy.
On what
You
page?
know, he's not a gamer at all.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
And what page is this?
This is in Esteban's page.
I can't say enough how wonderful watching you was.
But I don't see anything.
You've been insane.
Wait, hold on. Let me go check real quick. Is the fight ready though? Can we just get the fight first? I definitely want to not interrupt the fight.
We're waiting on Undertaker and Born Demon. What's up, you guys?
I'm on live YouTube right now. I think I
Oh, you on
share it
YouTube?
to the to to Swift. I think so, to the Ebox contacted.
To the
You
Share
E-box?
got
your
Okay.
yeah, share your YouTube page here in the chat, and then I'll live stream it because Swift he won't be able to live stream.
Give me a little 2 seconds.
Are we able to get this?
Yeah, give me a
Yeah,
little 5 minutes.
I'm waiting for
I send it. I send it to the chat.
Okay.
You know.
all right.
I'm gonna.
So we still waiting for this fight. We got Born Demon versus Undertaker in their series. Let's
So
go.
Steve just popped up in here.
Who's that?
Steve Woe, crew.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he just popped up in here saying something and then popped out. I asked him if he wanted to get his ass whooped. Yeah, and then he popped out. So I don't know.
So all right, so with the YouTube link, I mean, are we ready? Do we think we need like a commercial, or should I restart the stream?
Oh, I already send it to the
Yeah,
chat.
I'm in
Oh,
the
you send it
fifth
to the
round
chat?
right now. In the round.
Oh, yeah, in the
Okay.
5th rank.
Yeah, I'm in
Oh.
the 5th round in the rank because I was waiting for Born.
Oh my goodness. All right, so you know what? He's on the 5th round. Let me go restart this stream, and then we're going to continue because we just lagged way too much time on this. So,
I'm sharing it right now.
Big time.
Am I sharing it?
yeah, but the problem is he's ranked right now. He just went rank. I mean, he's in the 5th round. So let me, I guess, let me start this stream again, and let me just, I guess, probably set up the fight matchups and stuff like that. So we are gonna be right back on this YouTube stream. Or should you think I should keep it running? You think I may need enough time? Maybe I should just restart it. Maybe I should, because he got 5th round. That's gonna take too long.